What's up, guys? Vince right here. Welcome to my review of Miraculous Ladybug Season 4, Episode 24, Penalteam, which is, a soccer or football related episode. And from what I heard, I think something about when's FIFA again? I don't watch FIFA, but it's one of the biggest sporting events out there. And I think they're going to have somewhat of a game this year or something like that in Dubai. Could be wrong, but I think this is what it is. I think that's what it's about. This is what this episode's celebrating. Of course, Europe is really big when it comes to football. So, yeah, pretty much, this football episode right here is, what are my opinions about it or something like that? I don't know. Other than it was pretty good. No, but seriously, I don't know anything about football. When it comes to the balls, basketball, baseball, all these ball sports that are just, really popular and almost like a religion out there. I just don't care. I mean, I kind of wish they made like a skateboarding episode so it sort of relates to me, but it is what it is. I see what you're doing, Asterisk. But yeah, this episode surrounds Chloe trying to beat the others, or I'm really trying to understand, man, Chloe has a lot of control when it comes to being akumatized. It's just kind of hilarious that she just just decided yeah, I'm done, boom, just breaks the kumatai's object and just boom, everything's gone, everything's back to normal. And Chloe decides it because of how ridiculous it is, and she's like, yeah, I'm done with this, just like that. I like how it just ended like that, you know. Why not most villains yeah, I'm better, I feel okay, breaks the akumatized object, and then everything comes back to normal, and Ladybug just, I feel like Chloe just pretty much did the work for that. And to be honest, I don't know how this episode really, especially when it comes to a logical sense, well, actually nothing's logical. I'm making the most unlogical of making things logical by having to beat Chloe and her clones. When you get touched by the heel, you disappear into a bubble or inside a bubble, and pretty much that's it for you. You can't go back. And it could have been easily everyone would actually lose and Chloe would have her way of winning, or Penalteam would have her way of winning all the way to the goal. But it's man, the things have to make sense. No, they don't need to, but it's good that to see the whole team. So pretty much we were introduced by 4 new heroes, including Sabrina with Doghound, and pretty much we got the mentor, the bull, the big guy himself, Alex, I think his name. And yeah, these two couples, or these two, as people say, they're a gay couple. I really hope so. Man, that would be cool. But yeah, these two, the rooster and also the goat. I feel like they could have switched switch sides with the color scheme. But also there's a part of me where I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is sort of a sign that they're meant for each other. They could be best friends or anything, but man, I just feel like many people within the fandom are really gonna make theories are they a couple? Are they not? They should be. They should be. Okay? That'll be cool. Anyways, yeah. And of course, I'm the guy that would usually say that because I read the most BOs in this channel, and that's how I bring it. But other than that, this episode was good. It was actually not bad, and in certain ways, I have to watch it in a different setting, pretty much, since I don't really have I don't know. It'll be different to actually watch the full thing, because there's some parts that I missed due to the recording of where I watch it, so I gotta deal with that. But yeah, pretty much for Penalteam itself, there's a couple of interesting factors with it. Especially the ending when Chloe and Lila talked, and are they ever gonna be friends or anything? It almost feels like they're not, since Chloe's in her own world, and pretty much Lila just happens to appear whatever episode that, especially most episodes, she just doesn't appear. She just doesn't talk. And out of all of them, she just happens to appear in this one by not playing soccer. Also, is that a famous celebrity in the middle of this episode? Is that what's going on? Who's that? The coach. He has to be, right? I swear. I just feel that it's sort of a somewhat a celebrity that is sort of, decided to actually be a special guest for this particular episode for Miraculous Ladybug. But yeah, And also, I like how the new heroes. I wish we got time to actually see them develop within their own kwamis. That could have been cool. And almost, it feels like so quickly they just decided to like, be there for the kwamis. Like Sabrina happens to be just automatically just like it feels like it just feels quick. It feels forced in a way. Feels they're like just like speeding up. Like yeah, they don't get each other, but then boom, just like that, they're just like then they're sort of like I wish there was somewhat of a development through that. And each kwami itself actually does represents to what they do and what they have. It makes sense, especially the bull Miraculous, and that happens to compare to who Alex is, and also the what is it? It's the goat Miraculous, and with the spelling, it's almost like trying to like I don't know, trying to bring the alchemist within, like the goats and all these signs that actually brings it. That brings into some religious factors. I believe I could be wrong. Let me tell you. But other than that, the episode I'm trying to think some other ways. Look, pretty much the setting up for it's not going to be the best, and also they tend to go overboard. It tends to get in the way sometimes, knowing that yeah, you're playing, your field is Paris. There could have been so many creative factors to actually go into that setting. Like yeah, we saw a couple of them, but I understand they couldn't go all of them. Like they play like the ball is going underwater and you have to dodge Penalteam's team basically to get through them underwater. Someone with a like Viperian, for example, actually, or no, not Viperian, somebody with the underwater powers, or something like that. And also, why did Viperian did not use time, second chance, to actually get back there? Like, come on, dude, what are you doing, Viperian? I think it's the magic or something like that, but just like that, like out of nowhere, just happens to have Chloe easily. It still gets me. It easily just decides not to like the game, like this game, and also just decides like, oh, I want to make it fun by being akumatized. Okay, Chloe, Psycho. I guess that's what you're really doing. Just decided to full freaking Shadow Moth. That's kind of hilarious to think about it, but man, that was like, I was like, I wonder where this is going. Anyways, but yeah, the also I'm trying to think of another thing to really talk about it when I want to. This is actually the first kind of episode that we have where it's literally a real full pack team, full pack Avengers, of Paradis, full pack of the Miraculous Squad, each one of them all together. This is kind of like a power play for all of them to join in. All for us. I mean, I think FIFA paid a good dollar for that. I believe so. I don't know. To actually make like all the heroes and everything, man. Well, actually, soccer or football is sort of like the biggest sport in the world. So yeah, maybe that does make sense. And it's almost like the capital like sport of France or Europe or pretty much just the world. Not just Brazil or the UK or maybe some parts of America, because here in the US, we are totally oblivious of soccer. Let me tell you. Yeah, I would be a fan of soccer if it was big here, but nope. Nope. Anyways, yeah, that's just what I want to bring. Also, I really thought that the necklace that Chloe was wearing on her neck was actually the Queen Bee. I thought we are gonna see the original Queen Bee back, but I guess not. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. And I wish that all the others actually voiced in. Vesperia being Chloe's twin would actually speak. That'd be cool. And also maybe a good amount of them would actually share some, sort of connections with each other, because it feels like this is just sort of like whoever is in the class is all of a sudden with the miraculous powers, which is, of course, what to be expected and something that I predict that was like, oh, that would be cool, and it happened. I'm not proud about that, but man, I wish there was some parts where we can see a connection, we can see a development, and here and there for each power and what they're made of. And also, it's funny to see how, it's funny to see how Cat Noir just doesn't get the game of football/soccer, and yeah, it's almost like most people that would watch this be like, well, how does soccer or football work? Well, this is sort of like a message to them in a way. Anyways, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz for more Miraculous goodness. I'll see you when I see you. And yeah, FIFA, get in the game. That's how they say it, right?